Hello, we're going to make a video and we will connect to the ECE HPC Linux platform from a terminal session on a client computer. This is how you would connect if you were coming in from a terminal session on a Linux computer or using an X-Quartz terminal on Mac OS. This is being done from a Linux terminal, this example will be, and where possible, differences between Linux and Mac OS will be pointed out. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use the SSH command, secure shell command, and we want to connect in and we want to be able to get graphics back. So we're going to use a -X that allows the SSH protocol to tunnel graphics back to the remote device. And next will be a -L, which means the next thing that comes is going to be the login ID. And I'm going to use ECE demo. Your login ID will most likely be your Lehigh user ID. And then we're going to type in the name of one of the machines. Now, in order to find out the names of the machines, we have a local website that's inside the Lehigh firewall and used for providing some information about the ECE teaching labs. So if you bring this site up, teachinglabs.ece.lehigh.edu, and you click on the HPC Linux platform tab and then go to the About the HPC Teaching Lab Linux platform, you will see a list of machines that can be used. These are workstations that can be used for the HPC classes. Okay, so we're going to get rid of that. And so we're going to go into hpc02.ece.lehigh.edu. And typically on the HPC platform, individual machines are optimized for particular IDs, and the HPC02 machine is optimized for the ECE demo ID. So I'll go ahead and hit enter. And I'm not going to use a passphrase or secure key. I'm going to use a password. Okay, so I'll go ahead and type my password in. Okay, now a good time to point out a difference between Mac OS and Linux in terms of connecting with the SSH command, and this is really the only difference. When I did the initial SSH command up here at the top, I used a -X, and if you're a Mac OS, that would be a Y. In other words, your command would look something like this: SSH-Y space -L, and then your login ID, and then the machine that you want to go to. Okay, so that's really the only difference, is that -Y. Okay, let's test and see if we can get some graphics back. And so we're going to run, first thing we'll do is we'll run a command called gedit. And gedit is basically like a notepad editor, except gedit is what we call it on Linux, I guess. So I'll go ahead and I'll hit enter. And notice the ampersand behind the gedit. That ampersand allows the $ prompt to come back. Okay, so there we have the gedit program running, and the graphics came back. So we have our $ prompt back. So we're going to actually go to GNOME-system monitor, and I'll put the ampersand there again so I get the $ back. And we'll give this a second. Now I am running from home, and I have Cisco AnyConnect up. The servers and the website page, they're all behind the Lehigh firewall. So there's the CPUs that are being used, and so you can see that you can actually run various applications. Okay, so we'll go ahead and close these up. And close the system monitor. Okay, so that's all there is to connecting with a terminal session. Now, the X-Graphics protocol is pretty chatty, and sometimes it can be slow if you're working at home. Your best off, if at all possible, is to work on the campus if you don't have a good, fast internet connection. The response time will be fine if you're working on the Lehigh wireless, on the Lehigh wireless network, where it says Lehigh, not Lehigh Guest, and or if you're plugged into a LAN jack on campus, if you're hardwired on campus into a LAN jack, then your response time will be excellent. Okay, so that's all there is. I hope this was helpful, and thanks for listening.